All right, welcome back to Buffalo Plus. Dan Fates, I'm Jenna Cottrell, Mike Catalana up in a dreary Orchard Park right now. Mike, what's the weather looking like, especially as we get closer to game time?
I think if it's this kind of day, it's going to be more of an annoyance than anything. I will say one thing, and you guys have been up here a million times. It's not windy at all. It's raining, just like a light, misty rain. So I don't think that if it stays like this, I don't think it's going to have an impact on throwing the ball at all. Again, a little bit of rain, but they can keep the ball dry. But normally we'd have the wind to go with it. At least at the moment, it is dry. Excuse me, it's not windy, but it's just a little bit wet. I'm paying attention to what they're saying for the weather, so I'm trying to follow the scientists. That's always a good thing to do.
Yeah, I think that's pretty important, I'd say. The Bills Chiefs going on tonight. We just got the list of inactives: Matt Milano, Trent Murphy, Harrison Phillips, Dawson Knox, and TJ Yeldon, some of the notables who are not playing tonight. John Brown, though, and Trey White will play tonight. What do you make of that list and how that'll affect this matchup?
All right, everybody has made the big point about the Trent Murphy not playing and Harrison Phillips, and I think that's interesting. Matt Milano not on the field is huge. Travis Kelce is out there for the Chiefs. That is a bad matchup for the Bills. And they know that because Kelce crushes just about everybody. And we've seen what happens with the Bills when they don't have somebody that can run with the tight ends. I think the Bills are looking at this game like, we're going to have to score some points. We're going to run up and down the field because they know Kansas City is going to move the ball too. So I know they're trying to get a little quicker, maybe a little more pass rush on the defensive side. But Dan and Jenna, I think in this game, they're going to have to score a lot of points because I think Kansas City is going to move the ball in that Bills defense.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I just think that the loss of Milano is way more important than not having Harrison or Trent Murphy out there. I think that, unfortunately, I think they're kind of the scapegoats taking the fall for this poor defense so far. Look, this defense hasn't been bad because of two players. It's been, and the team has said that, this has been a collective effort. So it is a little surprising to go away from two veterans, especially Murphy, against a high-powered, very explosive offense, not to have the experience out there. Does that surprise you at all, Mike?
Yeah, it does. You're hearing about, the different things those guys give you. Look, if they were playing up to what Leslie Frazier expected, and he sort of hinted this week that, Harrison's not back at 100%, and I get that. But you're right. You're not taking those guys off the field just to get a different look. They see every snap. And no matter how many all-22 experts we think we have in the media, we don't know what Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott know. And they are not taking Harrison Phillips and Trent Murphy off the field unless they think they can get more. Those guys are healthy. Milano's dealing with an injury. Trey White is out there, and we know he's not going to be 100% and playing. So it's a different look, I think, because they just have not been happy. And you're right. It could easily be perceived as a scapegoat, but I think they feel like they can get something different. Are they taking a risk? Yeah, I guess. But, Mahomes has lit up just about every defense in this league. So I think they're doing that because they're hopeful to get a spark defensively from those guys.
And maybe it will be that spark for the Bills. They know both teams are coming off a loss. Like, what do you think of the keys to this game tonight?
Well, I think obviously for the Bills, they've got to be sharp offensively. They can't turn the ball over. Look, we've all seen how good Tennessee really is. And you saw what they did yesterday. Their defense wasn't great, but that offense is explosive. But what did the Bills do in that game? They made it easy on the Titans. They gave them short fields the entire game. I think 3 of the touchdown drives were 30 yards or less between special teams and the offense turning the ball over, and they couldn't stop them in the red zone. You're not stopping Kansas City tonight, but you can slow it down. You can make them a little more and make it a little more difficult. Don't give them the short fields. Don't turn the ball over. And look, have Buckner out there to kick field goals as opposed to just going in the end zone and kicking extra points. 6 out of 6 last week. We know the Chiefs can do that. So I think what the Bills need is the defense to make some plays and the offense to be sharp and not turn the ball over.
I think that's exactly it. The defense needs to make some plays. They made a play against the Raiders. That was the turning point. I know they talk about this 111th and everybody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be a hero tonight. Like if you're going to beat the Chiefs, somebody needs to have an interception. Somebody needs to have a strip sack. Somebody needs to do something that changes the momentum of the game because like Mike said, you're not just going to slow this Chiefs team down for 60 minutes. You're going to need to make a play and a big one to give yourself the short field. So somebody needs to step up, whether it's Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Trey Whiteback. Somebody needs to make a play that makes us go, wow, and that says that's the difference in this game.
Yeah.
And Jenna, one other thing I wanted to mention, last week, and we saw that Raiders team, and we know they can move the ball, but they went through a stretch of the game against Kansas City last week where they outscored the Chiefs 30-3.
Yeah.
And we have seen this Kansas City team, as great as they are, go through stretches where they're getting dominated. Think about that. The beginning of that Houston game last year, even for a while with Tennessee, even in the Super Bowl, we saw that. And then you saw the Raiders do it. Now they're so good that they find a way to come back, and they even started to come back last week. But 30-3 against the champs in a division game, if you're Kansas City, that had to alarm you a little bit in that game. I'm not saying the Bills are going to have that stretch, but there are moments where Kansas City can look very ordinary. It's just once those moments end, they look extraordinary.
Yeah, I think they have that ability to turn it on. And like you said, Mike, I haven't thought they played outstanding so far this season, but we know that they have that next level. But I think for this Bills team, it's going to have to come down to making those big plays on offense as well as defense. But particularly, I think the Chiefs defense has some soft spots. So I would look for Josh Allen to be slinging it around the weather permits. But we'll have, of course, post-game coverage on Buffalo Plus, as well as our YouTube channel, Buffalo Plus, for Dan Fates and Mike Catalana in Buffalo. I'm Jenna Cottrell. We'll have more stuff coming up later tonight. Thanks for watching.